Well, hi. This is probably my first video, and what this is about is an anti-self-help. So this is not positive thinking and just do this and your life's going to be fabulous. This is about my journey of trying to bring more grace into my life. So, as an example today, I went to Tim Hortons in Montreal, where I live, and there was like 6 of us in line. I was the next in line, and this young guy came in, cut in, didn't look at anybody, and instead of the server saying, "Excuse me, there's a line there, can you go to the line like everybody else and wait patiently," she served him. So I asked the guy very nicely in my broken French to, "Excuse me, but there's a queue here and we're all waiting and you just cut in." And he just went and kept going, and the server kept serving him. So then when I got to the server, I'm like, would you next time be, would appreciate it if you look at the queue instead of just taking the next person who's standing in front of you. I said, "I'm disabled," which I am. I can't stand up for long periods of time. I can walk, but I can't stand. And it's very painful. And eventually my legs collapsed. But yeah, she went, "Well, I'm disabled too, and I have to hold on to the counter to stand here," and going on to tell me about her stuff. And she had the attitude. She had the and I was not giving attitude. I usually do, and I've been very good in trying to bring more grace into my life and be the bigger person and not do that, because it doesn't help the situation. It doesn't aid my goal. It doesn't do anything except create more negativity. So I was very proud of myself because I didn't, totally Karen out there. And this woman just was like such attitude, and she's like, "Well, what do you want?" Okay. I didn't know what to do. It was kind of like, I don't know, what do I say? Do I anyway, so I told her what I wanted, and then because I said one thing in English, she went, "I don't know what that is." And I'm like, okay, so I had to read the French. I didn't know what the French word for it was, so it's like, okay. So I gave her the French for it, so she gave that to me. And then she went, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I was like, okay, right. And I just said, "Look, I just wanted you to appreciate that there's a line here, that people have been waiting. That's it." And, she gave me more attitude and got my stuff and took off. That's it. So it's a tough journey. It really, really is, when you're like, oh my gosh. And I thought about it, and I'm like, first she said, "Well, you should have a walker." I'm like, well, I didn't say anything, actually. I was quite shocked that she'd said that. And I said, well, I didn't need a walker. I didn't say that I didn't need a walker. I just looked at her. But I don't need a walker. I can walk fine. I can't stand for long periods. And I can't walk fine. I mean, I can walk reasonably. So, and I was thinking about it going, I have my crutches at home. Now, if I was standing there with my crutches and this guy cut in, I guarantee you that the other 6 people in the line would have jumped in and said something. When I went to the server, she would have said something differently. Certainly not the attitude that I got. Certainly not, "Well, I am too, and I'm holding on to the thing." And I just thought about it, and I was thinking, that's so disrespectful. Why would I need to have my crutches there to get the respect that I deserve as a normal human being, as everybody? Regardless of whether I'm disabled or not disabled, it doesn't matter. It's still a thing of like, why do we do that? Why do we have to, wait for some reason? Oh, I can't say that, it's not politically correct, or, forget that. Like, just be a normal human and just take everything. Like, imagine if I was, you wouldn't know what I was going through. You wouldn't know that I was in pain, and I shouldn't have to tell people that I am. So isn't it possible just to have a little bit of respect, for the people that are around? And for me too, I was very happy because I did not go off at this lady. I just stated what I needed, and I said, look, next time, can you just look at the cue, because it's more respectful. I didn't quite say it that eloquently because it was in French, and my French is getting there, but not great. Anyway, that's about it. That's all I got for today. What do you think? Yeah, what would you do in that situation? Let me know in the comments.